Welcome back to the Dysfunctional Questing Party Let's Play of Mass Effect Andromeda, coming 1 year later after the release of Mass Effect Andromeda. We are now on episode 5, and today we're going to take a look at what this new society has to offer, what this new setup on Andromeda, what the point of it is. That's something I know I've hit on a couple of times over the past couple videos. I don't know why they flew out into the middle of space when there was perfectly good galaxies nearby. I mean, maybe they weren't perfectly good, but do we really need to expand that much? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a wasted effort. So let's find out. We are picking up here as Scott Ryder. I believe this is the default look for him because I was too lazy to do anything else. But let's take a look at our missions. Journal. It has been a couple of weeks since I last really had a chance to play this, simply because I got a cold and my voice was shot. I was coughing all the time. I was always like running and like just no good. So I didn't want to make you guys listen to that if you bothered to watch the video. Didn't want to have to sully your ears with my grossness. Alright, let's take a look at our priority ops. We need to speak with Sam on the Hyperion, because the Nexus needs a resource-producing outpost, but Eos is the only planet in range. As the only Pathfinder, Scott Ryder, you have been asked to achieve the impossible. Find a way to settle Eos and give the initiative the footholds it needs. Director Tan has committed the resources for a last-ditch effort, including a ship and support team for the Pathfinder. Alright, let's make sure we track that, and let's go head to Sam. Sam is this way. Just run straight into that lady and just ignore her. Pretend that that never happened. Okay, this is Sam. Oh, that's right, Sam is the computer. I've got the implant in my head that I can listen to it and I can communicate with it, and nobody else knows what I'm talking about and thinks that I'm crazy.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam mode.
Oh, thanks,
I've adjusted
Sam.
my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Very generous of you.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Why the
I don't understand the
secrecy?
need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
Oh, it's
What was
my
he trying to
dad's
hide?
decision?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
Okay.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required.
Ooh,
Alec called them profiles. They provide
superpowers.
unique tactical augmentation during
Profile.
combat.
Oh, so it's basically the
Your
level
father
up
preferred to
process.
keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing
Yeah.
an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
How does it benefit you?
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in
Wow.
design, I am fully sentient.
Wow.
Far beyond what even the initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Oh, okay. So in the Mass Effect Andromeda, I guess in just the Mass Effect universe, they have artificial intelligence, which is illegal, and they have virtual intelligence, which is very, very limited. It's basically an artificial intelligence that has like restrictions on it. It can't start to become its own thing and take over the universe. At least that's what I recall from the first game. So the fact that I have an artificial intelligence that is both running my ship and giving me superpowers hopefully doesn't turn against me, right?
How do human experiences affect a computer?
This was a question your father often pondered. I am intended to be the answer.
Sounds like we both are. What does this mean for us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
Okay.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
See,
Perhaps so when you
artificial
asked me what his
intelligence
manual side would
was
know.
limited.
And Dad strikes again.
But not
I
without
don't know what they
cause.
just said. I was too busy
The further
talking.
you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed.
Oh,
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters.
So I have
In the
to
meantime,
explore
unless you have more
to teach it
questions, your new
things.
ship awaits.
Thanks.
Profiles allow Sam to reconfigure Ryder's implant for superior battlefield performance. Select a profile and press X to activate it. So currently, I am in the Soldier profile. Invest in combat, tech, or biotic skills to unlock more powerful profiles in a variety of styles. Soldiers focus on pure combat skills. No one's tougher or more effective at taking down enemies with gunfire. This profile optimizes Ryder's mind and body for superior mastery of his armor and weapons. Alright, an Adept is focused on biotic skills, capable of disabling and killing enemies with powerful Mass Effect fields. This profile reconfigures Ryder's biotic implant, enabling him to defeat his opponents without firing a single shot. Which is cool and all, but I don't quite remember the details for how biotics work. Alright, let's go find a way to remove Sam's implant. Why? You need me to go back? No. Oh, it's the hide and seek game again. So you watch the top center, and you gotta head towards places where I get a better signal. Oh, better signal here. Sidearm.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Is that it? Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's check out the Normandy. That did actually nothing. Oh, here we go. Very obvious memory trigger right here.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Okay. I don't know if any of this is going to be of any use.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Let's check out his general logs. Milky Way
The day is
departure.
finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down. It's daunting.
You know, I'm just going to skip through this. I know there's got to be a lot of interesting stuff on here, but
Here's hoping 600 years can
I
change
doubt
it.
all of you guys want to sit and listen to me dig into lore and just talk about how, oh, when they did this, this thing happened. I mean,
Coffee machine Mom got for Dad.
the entire point of this
He was
was
so
to
busy
take a look at
designing
how
you.
well the game plays and whether or not
Needed
it's
the
actually
caffeine.
playable
I
now,
did not realize
now that
I
it's been
owed
a
my
year that the
existence
game's
to
been
you.
out and with all their
And now you
patches
know
and
what
stuff, because I
humility
know
feels
they did a lot of work on it, but let's move on. See if I can push forward.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
That's
Wait.
convenient.
I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay.
Okay. Something new every day.
Play the memory.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Because artificial intelligence is
Ambassador
illegal.
Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
An
And
edge.
AI is your answer?
We need to catch
Oh,
up. The
advantage.
Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
Okay.
But it's illegal.
Yes.
Their rules,
Good call.
not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
And he did it anyway. Because he's a jerk. Pathfinding jerk.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left.
Because she's gonna
There's no
die.
cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
What a dumb thing to say. Like you can control life and death.
Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I
Ooh,
detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet
Ooh.
hold answers.
more flashbacks.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Alright, so I need to go find more memory triggers. And there was an audio log in here. I run around like a drunk man. What's this? Sidearm, I already looked at you. Books.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were pathfinders.
Your father's personal logs.
Oh, encrypted log 1 is now Ellen's disease.
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to, all I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me.
Alright. So this AI is replacing your wife? Is that what you were getting at? What do I do now? Ryder family secrets. Search for memory triggers. So I'm just looking for more memory triggers. Okay. I didn't see any other signals beeping at me while I was in the main room there. My father's room, I should say. Guess I can just wander around for a bit, since I have no clear objective. I mean, even my objective is just vague. It's like, yeah, search for these things that are somewhere. It's a thing, it's a place. Don't worry about it. And then I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, like we know. All right. Do 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 do. Can go this way. And what do I find? That's not opening. Everybody's just standing around talking and not doing any actual work. That lady's still in my way. Can't go that way. I'm finding that I have no idea where I can go, and so I'm just running around in circles. Back up these stairs, back over here. This is kind of frustrating me. Let's go to the crypto bay, because I gotta go somewhere. That obviously was a dead end. Right. Looking for more memory triggers. Oh yes, that's right, and I'm looking for the missing arcs. What's down here? I got an exclamation point.
I'll make it right, Dash.
It's probably a side
I
quest.
promise.
Nigel McCoy.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy.
Hey,
Just got out
Nigel
of the fire.
McCoy.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though.
Little brother
My little
Dash.
brother
Dash
was
McCoy.
stationed on the Nexus.
I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
Sorry for your loss.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Knight.
Yeah. I have a pendant our father wore.
Dash had its match.
Of course.
So you want me to take it
In
to
his
your
digital
brother's
journal,
burial
he
ground?
mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think.
Oh. So now I just have a thing that I need to go put in a place. Easy enough. If I'm there, I might consider it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be a douche and not do it.
Please select a topic.
No. There seems to be nothing back here. Man, where am I supposed to go? Let's see if I can just check the map. I don't remember what button the map is. That's scan. Let's do this. Map. Yeah, so that's a dead end. I guess I just need to come back up here and go to a different place on that little shuttle tram, lift, Uber. Yes, I'd like to order an Uber. I need a ride to the operations bay. Yeah, I need to get there pretty much pronto. Pronto or stat. You know, as soon as physically freaking possible. Okay, sir. We will escort you there as soon as physically freaking pronto. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you could accommodate me. Okay. Checking another place. I'm not getting any beeps. Man. Where do you want me to go? Let's check the map here. I can go up and around. Circle around. There's another side quest here. Let's go check out that one. Side quest.
What district? It's not right.
Marriott.
It's not fair.
Kind of like that name. Marriott.
Good you got out. Oh my. You're... So it's true. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this one. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but there are witnesses and evidence. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. See if I can exonerate the first murderer.
I'm sure the jailer will allow... Please.
Where do I go for that? Let's check. Priority. Allies and relationships. No. Better beginning. Go to your ship. Oh. See, this is the main story that I should have been working on. I spoke with Sam. Now I need to go to my ship. Sitting here trying to find these family secrets that are probably not even on here. Helios, first murderer. Let's go check out the first murderer, and then I'll go to my ship. Go and see what this guy's dealio is. Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's
I
here
really
all
like
the
the
time.
armor detail
Guess
there.
she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
So
I
he's
was
just
part
submitting
of the
to the
futile
court.
effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs. Over the security chief, Reynolds, my friend. He refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Ooh.
I'm so
Ooh.
sorry, that's awful.
Chest
You were
burster,
close.
but with bullets.
He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access.
Seems
Maybe
like
there's still hope.
a lot of the options here are just like okay and okay, or good and good, or good and okay. I wonder if they specifically got rid of the karmic balance system they had, where you could be a paragon or you could be a renegade from the first game, and I don't know if they were carried over into the second and third game because I never played those. But that karmic balance system made it so you could either be a good guy who's going through and trying to help the system, or you could be a bad guy who's going through and trying to help himself, but still actually is like pushed through the story. And I wonder if there's a reason that they have not introduced that type of system in this. Like, I have responses that are like smart, heartfelt, and compassionate. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's a purpose in having the difference.
Though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer... The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Isn't that a reach?
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to...
It was a perfect storm of situation and circumstance.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her.
Okay.
And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
All right. Well, if that's all you are concerned about, then that's all I care about from you. Let's go check out the console. What does the recording say?
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
It was an awkward pause.
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Well, that basically says nothing. It doesn't even like seem that inflammatory like the guy Nilken, who's being accused and was convicted. It doesn't even seem like that should be enough to convict him, in my opinion.
Cassidy Shaw, I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yeah.
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him.
But he
then
didn't.
In the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Why was the chief
If they
shocked?
fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean. Maybe, but you don't expect your bet. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed.
I wonder
The
if he's
reality of the
covering
act
for
sinking in.
something else.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Yeah, makes me think that maybe somebody else did it, and did it just so that they could blame this guy.
I appreciate the information.
I don't know.
Of course.
I
It
don't
kills
know.
me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
There's a hole in the
Said it was too dangerous.
plan. Guess I gotta go talk to Tan, get permission to go look at the frickin' body, which I believe is on EOS. Director Tan.
Something I can help you with?
This guy's kind of a jerk.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS. First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case.
All right.
I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done. But if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene.
Will we?
Good luck.
Okay.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve.
You're here to douche. Okay. Need to go to EOS. I need to go to my ship first. That's right, because they got me a new one. They did say that just before. Docking bay. Well, that was jumpy and bad.
In final checks, looking great.
We might have to do a flashback of that, because that was
The way
bad.
things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the
I really
one
like
who's
her
making
hair.
everything happen.
Why is her mouth not moving?
Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and
At least her
everything
mouth's
in
moving.
between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
Why not?
What's the rush?
Do they not trust me?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it. You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
What's wrong, buddy?
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
What are you gonna do? Punch him in the
Came here
gut?
with the family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Bribe him with family.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Smooth.
Nicely done.
Smooth like butter.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Alright, core is impressed. Like I said, smooth like butter. Problem is, now we've got another loading screen. It doesn't even have a progress bar to tell me how long it's going to be loading for. So I get a chat at you all. So I'm finding that the visuals are rather impressive for the most part. I feel like they definitely overreached.
Everything's state of the art.
They were just like,
sensors,
please,
exploration
we're
gear.
so good, we're so
Plus your
good,
crew, of
please
course.
just
The
admire
best in their field.
and bask,
Glad
and
to
then
see
they
you're
forgot
doing so
to
well, Scott.
make it perfect up front, and then add the visuals on top.
The engine core is based on the Ark's
It's like they did
Odyssey
it
drive.
backwards.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer.
Was that her?
Your quarters are below.
I didn't catch her name.
Plenty of space up here to get everyone together.
Ship's
It's all
kind of cool.
yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
This will be an adventure.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When
What's
you're
the
ready
best
to fly,
part?
head
What's
over to
the best
bridge.
part?
Our pilot should have everything good to go.
What's the best part? His eyes are a little jumpy. Alright, let's get down to the bridge.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and
Strike
coordinate with
team
the
missions.
Nexus from here.
Pathfinder, check this toy.
What is it?
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new
But
toys.
what is it?
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
Oh. Scavenging. Okay.
I'll take any advantage I can get, even if it's exploring junk.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after Worth 3.
Nice.
If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
This is an awkward angle for that. Okay. R&D terminal. Select research to unlock new blueprints and augmentations using the research data you've acquired. Select development to craft new items and upgrades. To craft upgrades, or to craft equipment and nomad upgrades using blueprints you've researched and materials you've gathered. And I missed the research one because I didn't bother to read it. Alright, development. Press square to learn more about the materials required to craft each blueprint. Visit the research screen to unlock new blueprints. Research is for blueprints. Got it. We required materials. I need 20 Omnigel, 80 iron, 40 cadmium, and 10 element 0. Which I believe I have all of. So, let's craft this sucker. I don't know why that's even, I guess, if you don't know what the symbols on the bottom stand for. Pasidi, you'd be like, I don't know what that means. Or easy being element 0, iron being Phi. Because who understands the periodic table of elements? Let's see. Develop the M8 Avenger 1 project. It will be added to your inventory and be available to equip via loadout terminals. Continue. M8 Avenger 1. Added to my inventory. And I have no blueprints. This looks like my start menu. Can I make new stuff here? New helmets. Maverick Skirmisher. Interesting look. Pathfinder helmet. Not bad. Weapons. New assault rifles. Okay, so there's quite a few things I could do, but I don't have any of the resources for it. What do I have under research? Spend research data earned from scanning to unlock new weapon and armor blueprints. Gain access to powerful augmentations. Each research category has different routes, or has different research data. Milky Way, Helios, and Remnant. Switch categories with L1, R1. Remnant. Research. I have 30 Milky Way research. I have 170 Helios research. So let's research an augmentation. Aerial lubricant. It's for getting it on. Getting it on in the air. Actually, what is it for? Special augmentation. You may apply one such augment to an item during the development process. When hovering, plus 30%, plus 35% rate of fire. Sheesh, I can't talk. When hovering, plus 35% tech damage for arms and for weapon. Electrical conduits. I can't buy any of these because they're all too expensive. I could probably buy one of these though. Ricochet system. This is a gun projectile augmentation. You may apply one such augment to a gun during the development process. Each projectile bounces off a flat surface. Projectile now travels in a ballistic arc. I don't really like bouncing bullets for games. Coolant unit. Increases clip size by 20% when special ammo is active. Bioconverter. When the current ammo clip is empty, drain 5% of health and refill the clip. I have no opinion. Minus 10% rate of fire, but plus 10% weapon damage. And each pellet is now an explosive plasma bolt, if it's a shotgun. Oh, this is if you're about to lose your shields. You're more accurate. Changes weapon projectiles to seeking plasma bolts. That's kind of cool. I want to try that. Research that. Continue. Researching weapons or armor adds their blueprints to the development screen where they can be crafted. Researching augmentations grants you one copy of that augmentation and allows more to be found in the field. Oh, okay, so I can find this now that I have researched it. And I do have a copy of it. Can I put it into a weapon? Doesn't look like it. Oh, well, that's fun. Let's check out the strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Bleh. I don't know who that is. Bleh. I don't think I want to know who that is. I'm walking on air. Okay, go to the bridge. Okay.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions.
Hello.
You must be Ryder, Gallo Jaff. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course.
Yeah, he's nice.
I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word.
I like him so far.
Ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Good, because you got one.
I'm new to this. Being a Pathfinder running a ship?
That's not the confident answer we were
As
looking
for the ship, I can help. I knew the Tempest when she was a blueprint. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs
Makes
out
it
here.
kind of seem like he knew it since preconception. Like he was there for the birth and he helped squeeze it out of the mothership.
Implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
That is Suvi.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
She's got an interesting accent I do not know how to place.
Unless you've got something to say for the log.
Do I want to say something awesome, or do I want to say nothing? Be all stoic. I'm going to be all confident. With
I never
Nexus's
planned to be
best hope.
Pathfinder. I don't know what's out there. But we're the Milky Way's best and brightest. We can do this.
If anyone can.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
2527. Alright. Sweet ship takeoff.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Ooh, you are here. First strike Nexus.
What would have been our Habitat 1?
Two failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Pfeiffer. I don't know what Pfeiffer is. And Pythias. A better beginning with Eos. Erickson. Guess I have to go to Pfeiffer either way. What's in Pfeiffer? Ooh, trippy. I hope you are not prone to seizures, because you will definitely get one from this.
Well, let's see what's waiting here. Anomaly detected.
Okay, an anomaly has been detected. Use L while holding L2 to scan for the anomaly's location, then press R2 to launch a probe. It's over here, it's over here, it's over here. It's right there!
Deploying probe.
Shoot it down!
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Asteroid. What are we doing to this asteroid? Are we actually landing on it? 'Cause it's not what I intended. Just wanted to scan it. You could do that in the first game. You just kind of explore space, go and look at all these different planets, scan them, get free resources, and then go back. And maybe one in 4, I'd say 1 in 4 little galaxies actually had a planet you could land on and go explore. And sometimes they had multiple, but it wasn't that common. There were just a lot of planets you could go and scan for resources. So we've got an aluminum deposit. And let's scan it. Activate scanner. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Oh, so the scanner is just you being able to look around. You can hide the UI. That's kind of cool. And from this angle, this asteroid looks a little inappropriate. Okay. So yeah, that's like it was in the first game. You can go to a place, and if it's not a place you can land, you can then scan that place for resources, or just for like technology or understanding. So like this isn't a place I can land, but I can look at it and see I've got the analysis, so I've got the information, and I know that its brutally cold deserts can reach extremely high temperatures in direct sunlight, limit exploration to twilight hours only. So you'd really only be able to land on the backside, but it's just there's nothing here, so there's no point in even coming here. Just a cool place you can look at. What is system view? Oh, it's all the way back out. Okay. So yeah, this is exactly like what you could do in the first game, and I really enjoyed that. That's a fun like exploration of space. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of this. I do need to call this one here though, so we're going to end this episode and come back next time, do a little more spatial exploring, because that's super fun. I really, really like space. So that was one thing I really loved about the first game, and it looks even better here, so I bet I will really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, getting to experience some of Mass Effect Andromeda with me, see some of the really pretty that they have to offer, and some of the not so pretty that they have to offer as well. Thank you for watching episode 5, and I will catch you guys next time. This has been the Dysfunctional Questing Party's Scott, signing out.